Hello, YouTube. My name is Plazukas, and what do you know that Emily's up to the tried and true tactic of posting on Twitter about her family college tuition payback scheme? So this was in January 6th, right? Where she said, I pay for my parents, blah, 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 blah. And then her dad went on stream recently and we covered that and said, no, you didn't. You didn't pay us back. And now she's walking it back by saying, and she probably has her parents' support now because she's going to tell them, oh, you guys can't do this to me. They're going to cancel me. I'm going to look like a bad person because, most likely she is. She's like, I was holding off on saying something, but I would like to stand up for myself. All right, let's get it. Stand up for yourself, Emily. Tell us the truth. Okay? I'll pay my parents in 6 months retroactive payments. Okay? These are payments that are basically given to her family whenever she slips up online and she has to save face. And whether or not she gets those payments back because she's like, Mom, Dad, I didn't really mean to pay you that money, remember? I'm not paying you back for my college because I'm entitled to my own money and you all deserve to be down $160,000 because I'm your daughter and that is a gift enough for me. The next payment is in June. Well, that's convenient. That's next month, right? That's why she never paid, and that's why it's all very good because January was the last time she posted, so therefore she's never done anything wrong, and her dad misspoke. I DMCA'd the clips because I knew Twitter had a hate boner from me and would absolutely blow it up. Well, guess what? How about you don't talk about these things? How about you don't bring your family, your father on stream? All that parasocial shit that everybody does nowadays. Tectone bringing his father on stream. Asmongold bringing their father on stream. All these people bringing their father on stream. Nobody want to see your fucking father, your brothers, your sister, your mother, your cousins, your aunts or uncles. There is no business for you to have that parasocial relationship with your community, Emily. The only reason is for you to have that is to get more money, more access, more power. So that your investors, your marketers will give you all the money because you know your influence is more powerful than somebody else's. The echo chamber, the cultist, the sheepist behavior that exists on this platform is debauchery, nefarious, and all the things that exist in this culture today. You're part of it, you know it, or you don't know it, possibly, okay? But DMCA people? Nah. Nah. Blow it up, start another massive hate train on and out of context where people just make up assumptions about the truth. Well, that's the whole point. If you just stayed with content, if you just did content, people wouldn't be making assumptions about you, Emily. Okay? But no, you wanna have that special connection with your community. Oh, Daddy, will you come on stream and have a conversation with me so people will find me more relatable? Daddy, come on stream with me. The internet did that anyway, so I guess it'll happen regardless. Love that heart emoji. However, bitch, I don't regret DMCing anyone because I'm that kind of way. When someone's main goal is to share a drama bait and out of context clip that has no information and is almost likely to start hate, why would I keep that clip up if it's just promoting harassment and they making money off my unaltered content? Heart emoji, cry face, question mark. Listen, that's not how, freedom of speech works in this current world, or in the United States specifically, because obviously different laws for different countries. You don't get to just do that if they are changing or covering, clips on your channel. It's journalism. It's being able to report on the news or topics. You are a public figure, whether you like it or not. When the oil companies spill oil into the ocean, they are rightfully criticized, and they'll go on a marketing campaign to make themselves look better. When politicians do it, again, public figures, public-facing people, you are one of them. You're not privately doing any of this. You're publicly bringing your family on and talking about these. That's on you. And when we report on that, that ain't a copyright claim, bitch. And I don't mean that like directly at you. I mean that the way you said it. Because you said the word bitch. So I'm using it in that context too. So don't get it twisted. Although you can take me out of context. If you do, I can then sue you, which you could sue Yeet, but you don't want to sue him, right? You want to exploit the copyright laws. You want to exploit the copyright systems in YouTube. No, but you could sue him and see what happens. Okay? That's your course of action in America. Not copyright claiming, not trying to deny somebody their own freedom of speech. Now, if they do share a moment where I truly fuck up, then I'll take responsibility and let the clips run free. No. You'll let the clips run free regardless. And Yeek or Yeats should fight this and should get his clips if he's not already got them released. It has been exhausting seeing all these harassing comments, clips, and videos taken. Clip of my dad just was trolling me. Listen, either two things happened, okay? You are retroactively going to pay your parents back, whether it be in January or yesterday, whatever date applies, okay? Or you are fabricating all this drama to get more publicity. And so you're asking your family members to do this to attract more attention to your channel. Both scenarios are bad for you. And they're specifically your problem, not the people who are going to clip you or criticize you for having that behavior. That is partly the course of normal discourse in America. And if that changes, we are all fucked. Okay? This is the one thing that we have still that has not been compromised or infringed upon. There's a lot of things that have been infringed upon. And yes, it is not complete freedom of speech. Obviously, there are some limitations to it. And there's some limitations that shouldn't be there that are currently there. And it's infuriating. But I digress. We still need to hold this particular constitutional amendment sacred as much as we hold the Second Amendment sacred. Fair is fair, right, Emily? All right, let's get back to it. I want to stand up for myself and stop misinformation for spread, and I also ask that people on the internet take these clips with a grain of salt. Of course you do. Of course. All these content creators who have this online profile, who do content and literally suck the soul out of their community for money, access, and power, never want any of what they say when they're trying to sell goods, sell themselves, connect with them on a parasocial level, actually have their clips used because they don't want their bad behavior shown. God forbid that might actually affect their overall perception when in reality they may not be a good person. Emily may not be a good person outside of this controversy. I don't know. There are other controversies that Emily's had that you could maybe use to say, maybe Emily's not the best person to have your children or maybe you to watch as a role model. Maybe you should get your own, maybe you have better friends, better people, content creators to watch that are not as parasocially dependent, that are not as, toxic in some areas. But that's just my opinion, okay? And we'll see if I'm copyright struck for this as well. Emily. All right. But that's my video for today. My name is Plazukas, and I'm going to bitch my way back to another video. Bye for now.